Hey Omis, welcome to Om Yoga. I am Mary O'Meara. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some handy dandy little tools you can use on your mat or off your mat. Oudort is a company that had sent me some resistance bands to review for them, and I found some really fun ways to incorporate them into our practice. 2 yoga ways, one way that I was able to make yoga. So the cool thing about these is they come in this nice little carry bag. You can toss them in your yoga bag, toss them in your gym bag, or just carry them outside. So they have 3 different resistant levels. So the first one is, well, level 1 I would say is their green. This is the easiest. And then the second one that they have is their pink one, which is medium resistance. And then last but not least, and certainly the hardest, is purple. And this one is going to be the strongest resistance. So the great thing about these is they stay put. They don't roll up, they don't slide around, they don't move around. So not only are they really good material, but this is like I said, this is the most challenging. Look at that. I'll show you how we're gonna work with this one in a little bit. First, we're gonna start with the easiest level and then work our way up. Okay, so we're gonna take the green one, and you can see here, see, this has a lot more give, right? So we're gonna take this and we're gonna place this around the legs. Okay, so we're gonna go below the knees because we don't want it to be above the knees. We don't want it to, well, you could do it above the knees. We don't want it to be on the knees, right? And we're gonna take this little step. So we're gonna come into almost a chair pose here. So we're gonna sit back, take the weight into the heels, and then we're gonna step out almost into what would be here our goddess pose. So the heels are in, the toes are out. Okay, and we stay in a squat here. Then we're gonna step back, then we're gonna step back out. Then we're gonna step back out. So again, I'm pressing into the band, working the outer parts of my hips and obviously the glutes here. Okay, so it's like our little like half yoga, could even come into Malasana in this, but we're gonna stick with this with our little horse pose. So we come in, then we go out, sit, press, up, back, sit, press. You could do this for about 10 times on each side. You're really gonna start to feel this into the legs. And then our second one, this is going to be for the medium resistance. We're gonna come into our tabletop pose. But first we're gonna start. We're gonna place this around the legs. This one is going to go up above the knees. You can play with it once you're in your tabletop pose to where it feels comfortable for you, okay? So maybe move it up a little bit, move it down a little bit. Okay, so tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, belly's gonna pull in here. We're gonna come into, well, you could also go into the arm extend out, but we'll work in layers first. So tabletop, now we're gonna inhale and extend the right leg back, but we're gonna resist this. It's resistance bands, we're gonna work with them. So we lift the leg up and down, up, and down. Really press into the floor and lift the leg. We're gonna do one side first. Okay, so we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we're gonna switch over to the second side. We're gonna extend the left leg back. Start with the toes down. I like to stabilize first. Belly is in, and then we lift. Now we're gonna press. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then gently we're gonna come back. We're gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm waiting for, we have our new yoga kitten, but I don't think he quite knows how to be on video yet. I think he just knows how to be a little nuisance. All right, and then we're gonna take our most challenging one now. Now the move that we're gonna go into is our locust pose. So if you want to fold your mat up, if you wanna put a little pillow beneath the pubic bone, you can. But otherwise, we're just gonna do this for a few rounds, but you can adjust if needed, or as needed, I should say. So we're gonna take this and put it around the ankles, and we're gonna lay down on our belly. Okay, so again, these are really nice and thick. We can even do this in a Sphinx pose. So option 1 is going to be in our Sphinx pose. Option 2 is going to be coming into our locust pose with the arms back. I'm going to go ahead and do Sphinx pose this evening with the bands. Okay, so the feet are going to be out hip distance apart. We're going to lift and then press the band away. Come back down. We're going to lift the feet, press them apart, come back down. Strengthens the low back. You can feel this all the way through the legs. We're going to lift, press the feet away, come back. One more time. We're gonna lift, press the feet away, and come back. From here, we're gonna come into our child's pose to relax the low back. And then gently press ourselves up, remove the band. And these are just 3 ways, simple ways, that you can incorporate these into your own practice. I'm going to go ahead and put all the links below if you'd like to be able to check these out. I highly recommend them, and they're super affordable, which makes it an added bonus. All right, yogis, thanks for joining me today.